Hey everyone, welcome to the 2026 Huntington Bank Grand Rapids Triathlon What to Expect Race Weekend Clinic. I'm glad you're taking the time to watch this before race weekend. It's going to make your experience a whole lot smoother. Each year, about 25% of our field is brand new to triathlon, which we love to see. And if you're a returning athlete, there are some changes this year worth knowing about. Before we dive in, I want to take a moment to recognize Huntington Bank, our top sponsor. Their support makes this event possible at the level we can deliver it, and we're really proud of the partnership. Thank you, Huntington.
It takes over 350 volunteers to pull this race off every single year. If you have friends or family planning to come out and cheer for you, do me a favor and point them to our volunteer page. We can always use more hands, and it's a great way for them to be part of the day. A little context on what you're part of. The Huntington Bank Grand Rapids Triathlon is the largest independent triathlon in Michigan. We've hosted 5 USA Triathlon National Championships and numerous regional championships over the years. Let's start with Packet Pickup, your first stop before race day. Packet Pickup is at Ada Park. Here's how the windows break down on Saturday, June 6th. If you're racing Super Sprint or Sprint, your window is 9 a.m. to noon. Olympic and half athletes, yours is 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Please come during your assigned window. It keeps the lines short for everyone. You need a photo ID to pick up your packet. You can pick up for someone else, but you need a photo of their ID on your phone. That includes relay teammates. Race morning packet pickup is available, but only if you've coordinated it with us in advance. There's a $30 fee, and every dollar goes directly to Make-A-Wish Michigan. Do not show up race morning assuming you can just pick up. If you haven't arranged it ahead of time, you will not race. Email info@tries4health.com to make those arrangements.
Parking is at the soccer fields off Grand River Drive Southeast. Volunteers will be on site to help direct you.
Now I want to go through some important notes before we get into race day. These are the rules that get athletes in trouble most often. I'm going through all of them because I'd rather you hear it from me now than from an official on race day. Helmet and chin strap, buckled anytime you're touching your bike. Before the race, during, after. If it's not fastened, that's a penalty. No outside assistance. Your friends and family cannot hand you anything on the course. Only race staff, volunteers, and medical personnel can help you. No drafting on the bike. Stay right, pass left, give yourself room. You must complete the entire course. No shortcuts, no skipping segments. No glass containers anywhere on the course or in transition. Race numbers visible at all times. And this one I want to be very clear about. Absolutely no headphones. That includes bone conduction headphones. 0 exceptions. You can carry your phone in your pocket as long as it's not in use. But if you show up with headphones on, you will not race. Don't test this one. 0 exceptions. You can carry your phone in your pocket as long as it's not in use. But if you show up with headphones on, you will not race. Don't test this one. Etiquette. Be kind. To officials, to race staff, to volunteers, and to each other. I mean that. This community is genuinely one of the best parts of triathlon, and I want race day to feel that way for everyone. On weather, rain does not stop this race. We race in the rain. If there's lightning before the start, we may delay up to an hour. If it persists after that, we may cancel. A lightning strike during the race means immediate cancellation. Heavy fog at the swim start means a short hold. We'll always communicate any changes through email and our social channels, so make sure you're following us. Your medical coverage all weekend is provided by University of Michigan Health West Sports Medicine. Their team will be at the swim start, on the course, and at the finish line throughout the entire event. Police, fire, EMS, and PT Sports Pro are also on site. If you need anything medical at any point during the weekend, find a volunteer or staff member immediately. Your safety is the top priority. Village Bike and Fitness is our official bike support partner. They'll be set up inside transition for any quick needs before you head out, and they'll have support riding the bike course during the race. If you have a mechanical out there, they've got you. We also have Moto Patrol on the course all day, so you won't be out there alone. All right, let's get into race weekend details. Body marking. You can have this done for you at the venue when you arrive or mark yourself at home. Either way works. And the answer to what do I use? It's a Sharpie. That's it. Everything you see here will be on your race packet for easy reference. Here's your full Saturday, June 6th schedule. If you want to do the practice swim, check-in opens at 7 a.m. and the swim goes from 8 to 9. I strongly encourage first-timers to take advantage of this. This replaces the practice swim we used to hold the weekend before. Packet pickup. Super sprint and sprint athletes, you're 9 a.m. to noon. At noon, youth duathlon check-in begins and the race runs from 1 to 2 p.m. Olympic and half athletes, your window is 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Race day. Sunday, June 7th. Here's what your morning looks like. Roads close at 4 a.m. Transition opens at 5:15. Pre-race swim from 6 to 6:30 a.m. Then, each distance has its own transition close, course meeting, and race start, all staggered. Know which group you're in and plan your morning backward from your transition close time. Build in more buffer than you think you need. Parking, shuttles, and setup all take longer on race morning than they do in your head. Cutoff times. Swim closes at 9:30 a.m. Transition opens for gear removal at 10. Bike course closes at 12:30 p.m. Run course closes at 3:30 p.m. Roads reopen at 4 p.m. This one is really important. There is no car access to the race site on race morning. None. You cannot drive up to transition. Here's the process. You drive to the athlete drop-off at 590 River Street, Southeast in Ada. Volunteers will be there to help you unload your gear. After that, you drive to athlete parking at Amway Global Headquarters, 7575 Fulton Street East, and ride the free shuttle back to the drop-off area. A big thank you to Amway for providing parking for us year after year. Shuttles run every 10 minutes, starting early in the morning, so you won't have to wait long. One thing I need you to remember, bikes are not allowed on the shuttle buses. You ride or walk your bike to the drop-off point. No exceptions there.
Green is the shuttle route, red is the road closure. Athlete drop-off is at 590 River Street at the bottom. Athlete pickup after the race is near the Amway campus at the top.
Here's your transition area. Swim-in enters from the upper left after your run from the swim exit. Bike out goes to the lower right toward Grand River Drive. That's also where your mount and dismount line is. Bike in returns from the right side. Run out exits at the lower left. If you can get to the venue on Saturday to walk transition, I recommend it. Bike racks are numbered by bib number range. Find your row, rack anywhere in that section. 6 to 7 bikes per rack. Be a good neighbor and take only your share of the space. Bikes alternate direction on the rack. If the bike next to you faces one way, yours faces the other. The next slide shows the diagram. This isn't optional and officials will be watching. Do not mark your spot. No chalk, no balloons, no flags, no ribbon, nothing. USAT officials will remove any markings you put down and you may receive a time penalty. Your bib number is your navigation system in transition. Use it. When you're done racing, please come back and get your gear within a reasonable time. Equipment left for an extended period will be treated as abandoned. And when you come to pick up your gear, your body markings need to match your bike number sticker. That's how staff confirms it's yours before releasing it. This is what the rack signs look like. Big, colors matching your distance, easy to find. Your bib number will fall somewhere in that range. Once you spot your row on race morning, you're set. This is the alternating direction requirement in action. Each side of the rack faces bikes in opposite directions. It's a USAT rule, and it's also just good practice. It gives everyone enough room to work in what can be a tight space. Here's a clean example of a well-organized transition. Running shoes at the back, bike shoes at the front, bib ready to grab, helmet accessible. everything in a compact footprint. The simpler your setup, the faster you move through transition. Timing is handled by Sports Stats, and they do a great job. Your bid number gets pre-assigned before you pick up your packet. Results post at results.tris4health.com. All results are subject to review by USAT officials, so keep in mind that penalties can affect placements after the fact. For live tracking on race day, it's sportsstats.1, then search for Grand Rapids Triathlon. First timers. At packet pickup, you'll receive a green GR Tri wristband. Wear it all weekend. It's your signal to our staff and volunteers that you're new to this race, and we will make sure you get a little extra attention where you need it. Don't be afraid to ask questions. That's exactly what we're there for. Distance colors. This is how we keep everyone organized and moving in the right direction on race day. Each distance has a color that runs through your swim cap, your bib, your helmet sticker, and all course signage. It's the same system from start to finish. Super Sprint is orange. Sprint is green. Olympic is white. Half is red. Duathlon athletes, your color is blue. Aquabike is purple. Relay teams are yellow. Know your color before you arrive on race morning. When you're out on the course, it's how officials, volunteers, and medical staff identify what distance you're racing. Let's cover the special events: aquabike, duathlon, relays, and swim only. Aquabike athletes, your course is the same as the triathlon course for your distance. You swim with your wave, complete the bike leg, and your official race ends when you cross the timing mat at the dismount line heading back into transition. From there, re-rack your bike, then head to the far end of the finisher chute so our announcer can call your name as you cross the finish line. Be aware of runners coming up that chute and give them the right of way. Turn in your timing chip after finishing. Awards go to the top 3 male and female finishers at each distance.
Duathletes, you start on a dedicated starting line on Thornapple River Drive near the swim area. You go off at the same time as your corresponding swim distance wave. Your first run finishes in the transition area. Then you head out on the bike, return to transition, and finish with your final run leg. Distances: Super Sprint, run 2.5 kilometers, bike 10 kilometers, run 2.5 kilometers. Sprint, run 2.5 kilometers, bike 20 kilometers, run 5 kilometers. Olympic, run 5 kilometers, bike 40 kilometers, run 10 kilometers. Half, run 5 kilometers, bike 56 miles, run 13.1 miles. Awards go to the top 3 male and female finishers at each distance.
Relay teams. The chip exchange corral is inside the transition area. All waiting team members need to be in that corral. You cannot wander around transition waiting for your teammate. Stay in the designated area, and your incoming athlete will bring the chip directly to you. Teams are mixed. We don't separate by gender or age group. Awards go to first, second, and third place overall. Every single team member gets the same medal, t-shirt, and swag as any other athlete. The only thing you share is that one timing chip. Swim-only athletes, you go off with the triathlon wave for your distance. When you finish your swim, come through the finish chute and receive your medal. Here's an important detail. Your official time is recorded when you cross the timing mat exiting the water, not when you cross the finish line. So swim your best all the way to that exit mat. Awards go to the top 3 male and female finishers at each distance. All right, race day. Let's start with a swim. This is your swim course in the Thornapple River. Super Sprint is 300 meters. Sprint is 600. Olympic is 1,500. Half is 1,900 meters. All distances share the same start and finish location, with shorter distances turning at earlier buoys. The water is calm and lake-like in this stretch of the river. It's a great swim venue. Buoys are numbered and kayak support is on the water with you the entire time. A few key things about how the swim works. Swim caps are required. Your distance cap is in your packet, and you must wear it unless you have an allergy. Just let us know at pickup if that's the case. The start format is a time trial start. Your distance group forms a double line near the boat launch, and you'll enter the water 2 at a time, 5 seconds apart. You self-seed by estimated swim pace. Volunteers will be holding signs with estimated times to help you find your spot. Faster swimmers at the front, slower toward the back. When you exit the water, take advantage of the wetsuit strippers. I can't stress this enough. They will save you precious seconds, and it's one of the more entertaining moments of the race. The run from swim exit to transition is 0.35 miles. We'll have a shoe corral right at the swim exit where you can stash a pair of shoes or sandals for that run. Totally optional, we'll have carpeting down for part of the distance and the road will be clean and swept. But if you want shoes for that stretch, drop them at the corral when you head to the swim start. Totally optional, we'll have carpeting down for part of the distance and the road will be clean and swept. But if you want shoes for that stretch, drop them at the corral when you head to the swim start. Over the last 10 years, race day temps in the Thornapple have ranged from 68 to 76 degrees. The average is right around 72. Historically, you're going to be in wetsuit legal conditions, but here's how the rules work. Below 60.6 degrees, a wetsuit is required. Up to 78 degrees, it's permitted. Between 78.1 and 83.9, you can wear one, but you'll be ineligible for rankings or awards if you do. Above 84 degrees, wetsuits are not allowed. We monitor water temp closely in the days leading up to race weekend, and will communicate through email and social media if anything is approaching a threshold. Here are your swim wave start times on Sunday. Half athletes, red cap, go off at 7 a.m. Olympic, white cap, at 8 a.m. Sprint, green cap, 8:30. Super Sprint, orange cap, 8:55. Men and women are mixed in all waves. There's no gender separation in the swim. All special event athletes, duathlon, aquabike, relay, swim only, go off with their corresponding distance wave. Know your wave time and be at the swim start area well before it. Not at transition, at the swim start. Trained lifeguard coverage at the start and throughout the course. Your safety on the water is something we take very seriously, and this team is excellent. And here's the full 0.35 mile run zoomed out. It follows the road from the swim area down to the transition site. Volunteers line this stretch and keep you moving in the right direction. Just keep your feet moving and you'll be in transition before you know it. The bike. Let's talk about what you need to know before you clip in. In transition, bike out exits to the lower right toward Grand River Drive. That's also where your mount and dismount line is. Please respect it. Mounting before the line or dismounting after the line is a penalty. Bike in returns from the right side. Courses are the same as previous years, so returning athletes, you know what you're in for. Aid stations. For Super Sprint, Sprint, and Olympic, there are no bike aid stations. These courses are short enough that you should be self-sufficient. Carry what you need. For the half, you have 2 aid stations, one between miles 14 and 15 and one near the turnaround. Gatorade, water, and gel will be available at both. 3 things I need you to hear about safety on the bike. First, there will be a high volume of cyclists on the course, especially around turnarounds. Slow down and be aware. Second, ride single file unless you are actively in the process of passing someone. Third, and this is non-negotiable, do not cross the center yellow lines. This is a safety issue, not a preference. Officials and Moto Patrol are on the course and watching for this. Relay exchange occurs in transition for relay teams. And helmets, fastened and buckled anytime you are in possession of your bike. Before the race, during, and after. Your Super Sprint and Sprint bike courses. Super Sprint is 6.2 miles with 110 feet of elevation. Flat and fast, great for first-timers. Sprint is 12.4 miles with 237 feet of gain. Both courses head out on Grand River Drive southeast along the river. Turnarounds are clearly marked. No aid stations on either course, so make sure you're carrying your own hydration. Olympic and half courses. Olympic is 24.85 miles with 440 feet of elevation gain. Half is 56 miles with 1,514 feet of total gain, a long course that stretches well east of Ada into some rolling terrain. Both courses follow Grand River Drive out of the transition area. Half-course athletes, a couple of additional things specific to you. Bottle exchanges. You need to slow to 5 miles per hour for the exchange to happen. If you blow through at race speed, our volunteers cannot safely hand you anything. Slow down. It's worth the 2 seconds. The half is an open course, which means cars will be on the road with you. Sheriff deputies are at all major intersections. Obey all traffic laws unless a deputy specifically directs you to proceed. Village Bike and Fitness, SAG Support, and Moto Patrol are out there with you all day. You've swum, you've biked, now the run. You're almost home. Run out exits through the lower left of transition onto Buttrick Avenue. Follow the volunteers in the course marking. You'll head onto Thornapple River Drive for the run course. Super Sprint Run is 2.5 kilometers, a straightforward out and back on Thornapple River Drive with one aid station at the turnaround. Sprint Run is 5 kilometers, same course, but a longer out and back with water at the turnaround and one additional stop on the return. Both are flat, both are beautiful, and both have crowd support on the course. Olympic Run is a 10K, one loop out and back on Thornapple River Drive. Half Run is 13.1 miles, 2 loops on the same course. You'll hit aid stations multiple times going out and coming back. Half athletes, lap tracking is on you. Know how many loops you need to run and count them.
5 aid stations total on the run course. Shorter distances hit some of these once. Olympic and half athletes will pass through multiple times on their out and back loops. Again, this year, Huntington Bank is taking over all of the aid stations. You can vote for your favorite aid station at the event. Trust me, it adds to the experience.
The finish line. This is what all that training has been for. The finish area is right in the heart of the event hub. You'll find the finish chute, timing, the awards area, the beer garden, merchandise, team tent areas, a dedicated newbie zone, and post-race food. It's a great atmosphere. When you cross that finish line, take a moment. You've earned it. This is a family-friendly finish. If your family wants to run through with you, we welcome that. For food, in the morning you'll find baked goods, fruit, bars, and hydration. Through the afternoon, Papa K's Pizza will be available. Pepsi products are available all day. And the beer tent, open all day Sunday. Awards ceremonies are held on-site on race day. We are excited to have the Aberdeen of Ada as our official awards sponsor. Each distance awards the top 3 male and female finishers overall. Age group awards go to the top 3 male and female finishers in each age group. No formal ceremony for those. You can pick them up at the awards tent on your own time. Now, one award I'm really excited to highlight this year. The Ageless Athlete Award, presented by the Aberdeen of Ada, is a special recognition for athletes 70 years old and above. Quick word on the Youth Duathlon, and if you have kids, you'll love this. The Youth Duathlon is presented by Cascade Pediatrics, and it's one of my favorite parts of the weekend. Open to kids ages 6 through 11, held on Saturday, June 6th from 1 to 2 p.m. at Ada Park, right between the morning and afternoon packet pickup windows, so you can make it work. Register at gryouthdduathlon.com or sign up on site that day. None of this happens without our sponsors. From Huntington Bank at the top to every single partner on this page, thank you. These are businesses that believe in what we're building and what this community stands for. I'd ask you to support the companies that support your races. They make it possible. If you love the Huntington Bank Grand Rapids Triathlon, Check out the Michigan Triathlon Series presented by Rockefeller Global Family Office. 8 events, 1 series. Race across multiple Tries for Health events, accumulate points, and compete for prizes and bragging rights. GR Tri counts toward the series alongside all of our triathlons. Learn more at mitryseries.com. That's everything. I hope this gives you the confidence to show up on race weekend, feeling prepared and ready to have a great time. If you have questions that weren't covered here, visit grandrapidstry.com or email us at info@triesforhealth.com. Follow us on social for any updates between now and race day. I'll see you out there on June 7th. This is going to be a great race.